From one emerging market crisis to another, Venezuela's high court has dissolved the country's National Assembly, effectively removing any government opposition. Critics are calling it a coup d'etat. The power will be transferred to the Supreme Court, which is filled with government loyalists. Rafael Romo is following this story from Atlanta. Rafael, I don't even know it's fair to call them an emerging market. They have been so cut off, really, certainly from financial markets. But this does seem to be taking on a new sense of urgency.
No, definitely. And the opposition already calling them, Maggie, a dictatorship. And it was a surprise ruling by the Supreme Court issued late Wednesday night, near midnight, holding Venezuela's National Assembly in contempt of court. The country's Supreme Court took over all legislative powers. The decision effectively means, Maggie, the three branches of the Venezuelan government will now be controlled by the ruling United Socialist Party of Venezuela. Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro explained the court's decision in a message broadcast live on Thursday. He said the Constitution allows for special powers to be given to the executive branch in times of crisis such as this. But Venezuelan National Assembly President Julio Borges called the ruling unconstitutional. Let's hear to what he had to say.
En Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro dio un golpe de Estado.
Nicolás Maduro has staged a coup d'etat. What this ruling means is that for the first time, Nicolás Maduro has all the powers to enact laws, assign contracts, incur foreign debt, and persecute fellow Venezuelans.
Opposition leaders are already calling Maduro's government a dictatorship. Former presidential candidate Enrique Capriles said the socialists have crossed the line and the Venezuelan government has become indeed a dictatorship. Scuffles broke out outside the Venezuelan Supreme Court building Thursday afternoon. Let's take a look at the images, with anti-government protesters trying to storm the facility as the National Guard blocked access. Some protesters, Maggie, yelled at the guards using expletives and calling them traitors to the motherland. Now, it's important to mention that Venezuela is facing a deep humanitarian crisis sparked by an economic meltdown which has caused shortages of basic food items and other essential products. Just last week, President Maduro asked the UN help to address a deep shortage of medicines. Maggie, back to you.
Absolutely. A dire situation. Rafael, thank you for bringing us up to date.